Welcome back to Run the Atlas. Today I'm talking about Berkeley, California, and the things you need to know before traveling here. This is just in time for back to school, so whether you're a Cal student and you want to check out the surrounding area and learn more about it, or if you're in the San Francisco area and you're looking for a great place to stay that's centrally located, we've got you covered, and we're going to go through all the things that we've learned on our multiple trips to Berkeley. As you can see from our channel, we've been here multiple times throughout the years. We've even worked here and lived here, so you're going to want to stay tuned to the end to plan for your trip. And before we begin, make sure you like and subscribe for more travel videos. So let's start with some quick facts about Berkeley. Berkeley is located about 10 miles east of San Francisco on the East Bay. It's home to UC Berkeley, which is the founding campus of the UC system, founded in 1868. It's the birthplace of the free speech movement, and there's a huge culinary scene. Because it's a college town, it has that kind of bright optimism to it. It has more of an East Coast feel to it. And a lot of the homes in the surrounding area are older homes, so it gives it a lot of charm and character. And you do have a little bit of a politically charged atmosphere, although the free speech movement and all of the protests and things that happened in the 60s, you don't see as much of today. In fact, on all of our trips, we have not seen one protest. So this is the kind of city where you can book an Airbnb and an authentic Japanese tea house from a host named Rainbow and Zane. It's the city where you can catch an impromptu jazz concert on the way to getting a delicious pizza. It's the kind of city where you can catch a lecture on deepfake AI from some of the people that actually created it, and round out your day at the top of Grizzly Peak and catch the sunset and the view of the city. The hills have incredible views. You can see all the way to San Francisco. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge. They have a couple really cool parks up there. They have the fire trails. They also have Indian Rock, which are these giant boulders in the middle of a residential area that you can actually go rock climbing. Now, you may have known about the diversity of food here. You can get everything from Kurdish food to Japanese curry to Indian curry. You can get authentic German cuisine, Korean cuisine, you name it. But in the gourmet ghetto, you can actually take cooking classes yourself and learn how to cook some of the most impressive dishes. There's also something called Thai brunch on Sunday at an authentic Thai temple. And this is something you should definitely take part in if you visit Berkeley. And it really makes you feel like you're part of the community. There's also the wine block, which is an area where you can get some delicious wine. They have all kinds of tasting events, including First Fridays. So check them out on the first Friday of the month. Another thing you might not have known about Berkeley is that in summertime, because school is out, there's lots of space. You can easily find parking. There are a lot of summer camps though. San Francisco is famous for its mild weather and foggy climate. However, in Berkeley, you'll catch more sun and ocean breezes that come right off the bay. So it's the perfect place to spend the summer and beat the heat. The weather here ranges from between 50 degrees and 75 degrees, so you'll still need a jacket, especially at nighttime, but it's a great place to beat the heat. Another thing you might not have known is that the hotels here in Berkeley are cheaper than staying in the city. You'll have less of the add-ons like the resort fees and the taxes that you get in the city. And we recommend staying at the Aiden. This is a really easy hotel. It's got a wonderful happy hour where you can easily make new friends in the lobby. They have kombucha and local beers and wine on tap. And they have a beautiful terrace on the rooftop where you can catch a 360-degree view of Berkeley and the city. And the reason why Berkeley makes a great base camp is because it's right in between Sonoma and Napa, San Francisco, and Oakland. This is a great place to base yourself because you're right in between. You can stay for the culture and the food at night. So Berkeley has its own payment system. It's called Berkeley Bucks, and you can purchase it off of the Visit Berkeley website. It's a great way to get a little gift card for your friends who may be planning a trip to Berkeley. If you are a fan of live music, especially jazz music, you will love being in Berkeley because on almost any day of the week, you can catch an impromptu jazz concert, and it is one of the coolest things about being in the city. Berkeley sprawls. The city is kind of divided between north and south, and there's a number of major boulevards that are quite iconic, and there's a lot of different areas to base yourself within the city. Let's talk north versus south. So north is quieter, more residential with lower density housing. You have beautifully landscaped streets. It's got that small town charm to it. If you're in South Berkeley, it's definitely more active and buzzing because of the campus. It's more student oriented and there's more higher density housing. And you're also closer to Oakland, so you get a little bit of the Oakland vibe. There's a number of main boulevards and sections of the city that you definitely want to check out. Number one is Telegraph Ave. This is the iconic street. It's about 4.5 miles long, and it's where counterculture came to Berkeley. You can find everything from bookstores, vinyl record shops, to axe throwing, vintage shops, smoke shops, and everything in between. There's even a song about it by Childish Gambino. Next is University Ave. This is the gateway to Berkeley. So this is 4th Street in Berkeley, and they've got tons of really cool shops and athletic wear stores and restaurants. Really great place to come. It's right by the train. There's Vans right there. And this is the area where if you really want to go shopping, the big retail stores are here. It's a little more upscale, and even the Apple store is here. There's Shattuck, and this is the cradle of California cuisine. This is where you'll find the quote, gourmet ghetto, and you'll find the iconic restaurant Chez Panisse is also here by Alice Waters. So if you're a foodie, check out Shattuck Ave. A couple other areas, you want to check out the hills. This is where you'll find some beautiful stately homes. Maybe your professor lives up here, and the Bay Area views are incredible. You'll even catch some redwood trees. There's also the marina area, and this area was surprisingly very quiet and recreational. You can even rent boats or go sailing. So you're probably wondering, how do I get around Berkeley? What's the best way for transit? Well, we tried a couple different methods. We've gotten around by car, and if you bring your car, I definitely recommend do not leave anything in your vehicle when you park, and make sure it's in a safe, secured space. Next is by walking. Walking is a great way to get your exercise, but the city has a lot of hills. So if you're planning to go up into the hills or something like that, I recommend a car. You can also get around by foot, and you can take the BART. There are 3 BART stations in Berkeley, and I recommend a website called Bartable. I'll link it down below, but it's a great website where you can check out the attractions in and around the BART stations. It'll take 45 minutes to get into the Embarcadero area of the city. And the BART is pretty cheap. It's less than $10. You can buy a Clipper card, and that way you can pay via your phone. I really enjoyed biking through the city. It's a great way to take in the architecture and kind of the small town charm of Berkeley. And there's beautiful designated bike paths, and you don't have to worry about parking a car. So if you're flying into Berkeley, you might be wondering, which airport should I choose? There's 3 in the Bay Area. There's San Jose, SFO, and Oakland. And the answer is Oakland. This is the gateway to the East Bay, and it's super easy to get to Berkeley from here. There's lots of connecting flights, and it's pretty inexpensive, especially if you take a Southwest flight. So Berkeley is a great place to visit, even if you're not affiliated with the university. The campus actually turns into kind of a public park. It's open to the public. They have beautiful walking paths, eucalyptus forests, redwood trees, beautiful creeks. It's very peaceful. It's an inspiring atmosphere. And if you're a film buff, you'll really enjoy it because they filmed the blockbuster hit Oppenheimer here. They got the filming permit, and the school is connected to Robert Oppenheimer, who is the founder of the atomic bomb. In 1936, he joined the UC Berkeley's physics department. So you can visit that building and get a glimpse back in time. And the campus keeps expanding. Every year we notice new buildings. They're doing a ton of new construction in and around the downtown, building new residence halls and things like that. Beware of lots of new construction. If you're traveling on a budget, or maybe you're a student and you're looking for free or highly inexpensive things to do, We recommend checking out the botanical gardens. It's a sprawling area up in the hills. They have redwood trees, of course, Japanese gardens, and plants and flora and fauna from all over the world. They also have a rose garden. The Berkeley Rose Garden is free entry and it is gorgeous. So I'll link some important links and destination information in the description below, and be sure to check out our other videos on Berkeley. I'll link them up above. We had such a blast visiting, and we'll definitely be back for more. If you're from Berkeley or you live here, comment below on your favorite things to do in the city. And be sure to like and subscribe for many more travel videos. We'll see you in the next one.